when Kendrick says they not like us.
He's talking about us. Like literally me, I'm they.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to do some research.
No,
Because I thought he was just
That's-
talking about Drake as an individual.
No.
He's talking about us, like black people that are not American, like me. My parent,
Oh,
my
wow.
parent.
I didn't look at it like that.
That's what I'm saying though.
We got
Like
mouse in
that's
the
the
back as well.
conversation.
I didn't. That's the first time I've heard that.
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all misleading. Dr.
No.
No.
Yeah.
This not they not like us. It's not a virtual signal for Americans to dislike Canadians.
Bro.
But I'm
Listen.
okay.
When he says they not like us,
Hold up. Give him
Wait. We gotta
give
get.
him
Wait.
a mic.
Let's
Let him
get you a
finish
mic.
though, fellas.
Yeah. Let's get you a mic.
when they say they not like us, that is simply a battle between Kendrick and Drake. That's all it is. It is they not like us. It is simply the same thing as if you're on a basketball court and your team is up and you like, they not with us. They not with us. It's the same thing. Now I get that y'all are Canadian. I can see where, a hit against Drake might be like a personal sting, but we can't get lost in that because then that goes right back to what Dr. Umar says, right? That letting a rap beef seep deeper into a culture that's already splintered is gonna do far worse damage, right? So when Kendrick went in the studio and said they not like us, I don't want y'all to be out here thinking or put it out there that, that's Drake saying Canada blacks are not blacks. No. It is simply
Hold up. You need to understand, Americans are coming through with that. Like, unequivocally, bro. Like 100%. If you look at, I can show you comments right now on our IG of guys saying, "Oh, you cheesing, fam?" Like literally.
because that's a funny line from
But I
the
also
song.
think two things can be true at the same time. In other words, I
things
believe
can
it
be
can
true.
be true that
Yeah.
Kendrick, that's not his intent of his message. But at the same time, it can be true that his fan base is using it to push that other message. And so I believe then, for clarity's sake, Kendrick is going to have to clarify that. Because it's one thing to have a beef with another artist, right? It's something else to feed into a cultural narrative that fosters division between brothers and sisters, right? And that would undermine the Pan-Africanist movement.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the first time when the they part, I'm kind of understanding what they're saying. But I'm hoping that what you're saying happens to be the truth. But
more or
Kendrick
less,
needs to
yeah.
clarify it.
Yeah.
And he also is going to need to rebuke his fan base for turning this into anything other than a beef between two artists.
Right.
Because we can afford that to undermine the Pan-African unity that we have in the Western Hemisphere.
That's if he identifies as a Pan-Africanist.
It doesn't matter if he identifies as a Pan-Africanist. If he sees himself as a black man,
Right.
why would you not see them as your brothers and sisters as well? Because if you're going to say that, I'm Black American versus American African, you see.
Yeah.
If he says I'm Black American and I see myself completely different from Black Canadians, then he becomes a weapon of division.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that last part, which is super important if it exists, but Kendrick's never been on record. He's never been somewhere and said, well, I'm Black American. I don't know about them blacks over there.
I feel
he
you.
simply walked into, he got into a beef. He said, oh, you got this song? Well, I got this song. And you got this song? I got this song.
I'm with you.
And this song. So,
but now though, because the fan base has tried to turn it into something else, you now have to speak to it.
Right.
It's like if somebody tries, let me give you an example. A couple years ago, I beefed with a brother in the conscious community,
I
right?
know who you're talking about.
And when I went at him, I talked about him being a light-skinned supremacist, and you pale, and you albino, and when I go to Africa, everybody know I'm African because I'm deeply, right?
I remember.
I'm thinking this is just me and him. But guess what? My inbox started getting flooded up with light-skinned Africans. And I'm like, damn, Dr. Umar, you thinking you just going at him? But you offended all these other light-skinned Africans who love you too. You feel me? So guess what I had to do? I had to go public and make it clear that was just me in the moment, trying to get back at this one brother that as a Pan-Africanist, I do not do light-skin supremacy. I do not do dark-skin supremacy. I was simply coming at him because he was coming at me, which could be the same as Drake and Kendrick. So now Kendrick got to do what Dr. Umar did and make that public statement, apologize if in any way I assaulted my Canadian African brothers and sisters, because this is just me going against Drake. It wasn't me going against Black Canada. You feel me?
I feel you.
He needs to do that for the sake of the race, to keep the peace. They
Schools
still
are
under
everywhere.
the Adventist umbrella. The Adventist is a white congregation.
That's the challenge.
Why are they under?
And what's happening is that there's an Adventist.
Be unapologetically African. I'm getting out of here.
What?
Fuck wearing boo-boo organized.
You said